Yes, good morning all. Audio video clear है? Yes, audio video clear है students? Shivakumar, who is Shivakumar? Shivakumar, once you close your video. Okay, very good morning all. So last class we discussed regarding acceleration. What is acceleration? What is average acceleration? What is instantaneous acceleration? Regarding that we have seen. If you want to take the screenshot at the end of the class, that is last class, na? In last class, what we have discussed, na? Those are the points. So today class will discuss. Last class is asking for scroll up. Last class is acceleration is rate of change of velocity. Average acceleration is total change in velocity by total time taken. Average acceleration formula v bar minus u bar divided by t, where u bar is the initial velocity, v bar is the final velocity. Average acceleration is delta v bar divided by delta t. Acceleration is a vector quantity. The direction of acceleration will be in the direction of change in velocity. SI unit of acceleration is meter by second square. Acceleration value may be positive. Acceleration value may be negative. Acceleration value may be zero also. So acceleration, whenever the velocity increases, acceleration is positive. Velocity decreases, acceleration is negative. Velocity remains constant, acceleration is zero. Then instantaneous acceleration means the acceleration at a particular instant of time. Instantaneous acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. In the last class, we have also discussed what is the how to calculate instantaneous acceleration and average acceleration. So that we discuss. So average acceleration or instantaneous acceleration difference area. When we consider a time interval for a long time, that is average. When we consider average acceleration means total change in velocity by total time taken. The main difference between average acceleration and instantaneous acceleration is average acceleration can be represented like this. Average acceleration is the total change in velocity by total time taken. Total change in velocity delta v bar divided by delta t. This is average acceleration. How can I write instantaneous acceleration? Instantaneous acceleration can be written as, so dv divided by dt, dv bar divided by dt. The video will not be uploaded in group. So what will be there? This video will be there in what's that? Which one? Our channel. In that channel you can go through. So a bar value is equal to dv bar divided by dt. Okay, now let me continue today class. What is the meaning of uniform acceleration? Today class starts now only. So uniform acceleration. What is the meaning of uniform acceleration? When motion is said to be or uniformly accelerated motion. Uniformly accelerated motion. Accelerated motion. When motion is called as uniformly accelerated motion. Okay, now Tungal College only channel name. Uniformly accelerated motion means what? For example, body accelerating. Uniformly accelerated motion or uniformly retarded motion. Now, when motion is called as uniformly accelerated motion, acceleration should change. Either it may increase or either it may decrease, but in the same order. So let me consider a time interval 1 second, here the time interval 2 seconds, here the time interval 3 seconds. After 1 second, so acceleration value 2 meter per second square. At 2 seconds, at the time of 2 seconds, acceleration value 4 meter per second square. At the time of 3 seconds, acceleration value 6 meter per second square. Are you getting or otherwise, instead of writing acceleration, I can also write the velocity also. To call the motion as uniformly accelerated motion, velocity should be increased. Velocity should be increased in the same order. Same order in the sense what? Here velocity 2 meter per second. Here velocity 4 meter per second. Here velocity 6 meters per second. Velocity increasing or not? Increasing, but in the same order. If I want to calculate acceleration for 2 to 1 second, if I want to calculate acceleration for 1 second, so A1 value will be given by, initially time is 0. So acceleration value A1 is 2 meter per second square. A2 is the for time interval t is equal to 1 to t is equal to 2. Acceleration value is to change in velocity 4 minus 2 by time taken 2 minus 1. So which is given by 2 meter per second square. This is acceleration value A2. Similarly, what is A3? A3 value given by, so 6 minus 4 by 3 minus 2, which is given by 2 meter per second. So saying slowly, okay. Motion when it is called as uniformly accelerated motion. Is voice clear, Dara? To call motion as a uniformly accelerated motion, so velocity change agಬೇಕು. But change in velocity should be in the same order. It may either increase or it may either decrease, but in the same order. Not only 2 meter per second velocity. So voice not clear, students? Students, is my voice not clear? Okay. Okay then. To call motion as a uniform, okay. To call motion as a uniformly accelerated motion, velocity should be increased in the same order. Andre, in case of uniformly accelerated motion, how acceleration value? Acceleration value at each and every point is constant for uniformly accelerated motion. For which motion? For uniformly accelerated motion. Accelerated motion. From my side, voice is cleared only. For uniformly accelerated motion, so A value will be constant. Acceleration will remain constant. A value will remain constant. Then it is called as uniformly accelerated motion. The difference between acceleration and velocity. Acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. Velocity is the displacement traveled by time taken. For uniformly accelerated motion, A value will remain constant. So what is the meaning of non-uniformly accelerated motion? Non-uniformly accelerated motion. When motion is called as non-uniformly accelerated motion or non-uniformly, before non-uniformly accelerated motion, let me tell you one more point. What is meaning of uniformly retarded motion? First problem, where I discussed the problem, uniformly retarded motion. Uniformly retarded motion. When motion is called as uniformly retarded. Uniformly retarded andre. So here velocity will be decreased. First velocity 6 meters per second. But the next velocity 4 meters per second. Next velocity 2 meters per second. So once again I will tell you. It is decreasing uniformly. Such a motion is called as uniformly retarded motion. So acceleration value initially, if I want to calculate, this is for the 1 second, this is for the 2 seconds, and this is for the 3 seconds. So acceleration value will become, so idu V2 minus V1, 4 minus 6 divided by 2 minus 1. So as far as the answer 4 minus 6 value, idu minus 2 meter per second square. Idu uniformly retarded motion. Understood? Ara? Whereas in uniformly retarded motion also, A value will be equal to constant. Is it clear, students? To call motion as a either uniformly accelerated motion or uniformly retarded motion, so velocity may either increase or velocity may either decrease. To call motion as a uniformly accelerated motion, even this is also negative one. This is the value of A2. Similarly, A3 value also same. A3 value will be equal to, so 2 minus 4 divided by, so 3 minus 2. So as far as the answer will be equal to minus 2 meter per second square. This is also uniformly retarded motion. Understood? Ara? To call motion as a uniformly retarded motion, so what is the condition? For uniformly retarded motion, for uniformly accelerated motion, not retarded, uniformly accelerated motion andre velocity will be increased. Sir, why you explain this once again? Why you explain once again means few members asking doubt. Uniformly either accelerated or retarded andre acceleration value constant. Whereas in uniformly accelerated, velocity will be increased. Uniformly retarded, velocity will be decreased. So what is called as non-uniformly accelerated motion? Non-uniformly accelerated motion means what? Non-uniformly accelerated motion. Non-uniformly accelerated motion. English you want that? Few members want Kannada, few members want English. Non-uniformly accelerated andre illi velocity may either increase or decrease, but not in the same order. Notice first velocity 2 meters per second. Next velocity some 6 meters per second. Next velocity some 15 meters per second. And the velocity increasing, but not in the same order. Okay, na? I don't know that is 23rd. First you listen regarding this one. Okay, velocity may increase or decrease in the same order. So that motion is called as non-uniform. If the velocity not increasing in the same order, so that is called as non-uniformly accelerated motion. Understood, students? Non-uniformly accelerated motion. This is the difference between uniformly and non-uniformly accelerated motion. So next topic is what are the equations? Already this topic you know well. What is the kinematic equations? So kinematic equations for uniformly accelerated motion. Kinematic equation for uniformly accelerated motion. These are also called as equations of motion for uniformly which motion? Accelerated motion. Kinematic equation for uniformly accelerated motion. Sir, what is non-uniformly accelerated motion? Yes, that equation only. Non-uniformly accelerated andre, so velocity may not increase or decrease in the same order. So that is called as non-uniformly accelerated motion. So Kannada meaning enilla. Eli, what are the kinematic equations for uniformly accelerated motion? So kinematic equation for uniformly accelerated motion are simply called as equations of motion. What are these equations of motion? So first equation given by V is equal to U plus 80. First equation is given by V is equal to U plus 80. I am writing in a scalar form, not in vector form. I am not representing with the vector. I am writing only magnitude. V is equal to U plus 80. Where V is the final velocity, U is the initial velocity, and A is the acceleration, and T is the time taken. So otherwise I will write. So if V is the initial velocity of the body, these equations you know already. If U is the initial velocity of the body, initial velocity of the body, if U is the initial velocity of the body, and V is the final velocity of the body, V is the final velocity of the body, and A is the uniformly acceleration. So uniform acceleration it is. Acceleration will be uniform. This is uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration. That is the value of A. And T is the time taken. Time. And S is the distance traveled. S is the distance traveled in a given direction or displacement. So distance traveled in a given direction. Distance traveled in a given direction. In a given direction. Or it is also called as displacement. Displacement. Actually, what is the meaning of kinematics? It is a branch of physics which deals with in physics, that is one branch. The branch of physics which deals with the bodies which are in rest position and which are moving with a uniform acceleration. Okay, Nara? So what is the first equation of motion is given by V is equal to U plus 80. These equations are very, very important. This equation will give the relation between initial velocity, final velocity, acceleration and time. And what is the second equation of motion is given by, so S is equal to ut plus half et square. The second equation of motion is given by S is equal to ut plus half into a into t square. And what about the third equation of motion is given by, so third equation of motion v square minus u square is equal to 2 into a into s. This is the third equation of motion. So, and one more equation also there. This also you will come to know. I think you studied or not. Okay. One more equation of motion also you will get it. One second. One more equation is also there. That is given by Sn. Sn is the, so distance traveled. This equation of motion is the distance traveled in the nth second of its journey. Distance traveled in last nth second. Distance traveled in last nth second of its motion. So that is given by the formula Sn. Sn formula will be given by, which is equal to u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. U plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. So these equations what I written, these are called as kinematic equation for uniformly accelerated motion. The first equation given by V is equal to U plus 80. Second equation given by S is equal to UT plus half 80 square. And third equation is given by V square minus U square is equal to 2As. And the fourth equation is given by, so Sn value will be equal to U plus A by 2 into 2n minus 1. These equations are applicable only for uniformly accelerated motion. Ado kinematics andre enilla, adu in physics one branch. Regarding that kinematics, you will come to know. Okay, it is the one of the branch of physics. That name is called what? Kinematics. what are the equations we written? These equations are called as kinematic equations. Why it is called as a kinematic equations, you will come to know. What is kinematics, you will come to know. Kinematics is the branch of physics which deals with the bodies which are in rest position and which are moving with a uniform acceleration. Okay, so actually everyone will know this equation. This chapter especially based on these equations. For doing of numericals of this chapter, these equations are very, very important, students. And one more important point, these equations to be applicable only when the motion is uniformly accelerated motion. If the motion is not uniformly accelerated motion, andre uniformly accelerated motion andre acceleration value should be constant. Whenever acceleration is constant, then only these equations are applicable. Until unless the acceleration is not constant, so these equations are not applicable. Okay, now. And one more important point here you should know. Have you studied? So second equation, you know. Fourth equation, do you know this? Do you know the fourth equation, students? Distance traveled in last 10 seconds. Have you studied? So here you should come to know what is the difference between the second equation and what is the difference between the fourth equation. Second equation will give you, okay. Second equation will tell you the total distance traveled by a body. Actually, a body moving with the initial velocity u, subjected to now these derivations you studied in your lower classes. Now derivations are not necessary. I'm not going to derive these derivations. But in your first year syllabus point of view, you will get these derivations based on the graphical method. By using the graphical method, these equations we will derive. General method for deriving these equations, generally you studied. If I want to take the first equation, for example, let me consider derivation not necessary, just I will recall. So V is equal to U plus 80. If I want to derive, V is equal to U plus 80. Consider a body, one body moving with the initial velocity U bar. With the initial velocity U. Now upon this body, a constant force is constant acceleration. Body accelerated uniformly. Because of this acceleration, because of this uniform acceleration, after t seconds, the final velocity of the body is v. We will solve the problems only. Final velocity of the body is v. We know acceleration formula, average acceleration, or whereas when motion is uniform motion, average value or instantaneous value both are same. So a value given by v minus u by t. From this, what can I write? V minus u value will be equal to a into t. Otherwise, the v value will be equal to u plus 8. And this is the method for deriving this. The derivation not necessary, but you study. So what is the first equation will give you? So whenever a body moving with the initial velocity u, subjected a uniform acceleration a, what is the final velocity of the body v after t seconds? That final velocity given by v is equal to u plus 80. V is equal to what? U plus 80. By using this equation, when you know initial velocity, acceleration value and time value, I can calculate the final velocity value. For example, if I want to solve one question based on this, a body moving with the initial velocity u is equal to 5 meters per second and body accelerated uniformly by an acceleration of 2 meters per second square. If they ask to calculate what is the final velocity of the body after 2 seconds, if I want to calculate the final velocity of the body after 2 seconds, v is equal to u plus 80. U value is 2, U value 5 plus A value is 2, A value will be equal to 2. Time value is 2, time also equal to 2. So what is my final answer will be given by, which is equal to 5 plus 5. Total 5 plus 4. Sorry, this is 2 2s, Anna. So 5 plus 4. 5 plus 4 value. So what I will get the answer, which is of 9. 9 meter per second square. Understood? Not only the initial velocity, when I know v is equal to u plus 80, you can use. When you know initial velocity, acceleration, you can calculate final velocity. When you know final velocity and acceleration and time, you can calculate initial velocity also. Initial velocity given by the formula v minus 80. If I know initial velocity, final velocity, I can calculate acceleration also. So acceleration value will be given by a is equal to v minus u divided by t value. By using this formula, I can calculate the acceleration also. Understood? It's 9 meter per second square only. I written 9 only. Okay. Okay, only 9 only. Andre, by using this first equation, you can calculate the final velocity, you can calculate the initial velocity, you can calculate the acceleration value, you can calculate the time taken also. Time taken can be calculated by using the formula v minus u divided by ay. When you know initial velocity, final velocity, and acceleration value, you can also calculate the time taken also. Understood? Acceleration units, okay, here it is velocity, okay, velocity units are meter by second one, not meter by second square. Okay, Nara? And what about the second example? Second equation will give you what? Second equation will tell you what? Second equation, now what is the total distance traveled by a body in a time t seconds? S is equal to ut plus half into a into t square. For example, let me consider a body. I will not derive this. The body moving with a uniform velocity u1. The body accelerated uniformly. Now what happened? So what is the distance traveled by a body in a time t seconds? Total distance traveled by a body in a time t seconds is given by this equation. S is equal to ut plus half at square will give you the total distance traveled by a body in a time t seconds. Understood? If I want to calculate the total distance traveled value, that can be calculated by using the formula S is equal to ut plus half into a into t square. Okay, Nara? Sir, when numerical you will solve, sir. Numerical already based on every equation I am solving the numerical. Every concept after telling I am giving the numerical. I am not simply telling the concept after completion of that. So everyone I am telling the numerical. So going fast means maybe for you remaining elder one they will ask. Okay, now this is the body moving with the initial velocity u subjected to uniform acceleration e. The distance traveled by a body after a time t seconds, that is given by the formula S is equal to ut plus half et square, where S is the total distance traveled by a body. What is S? Total distance traveled by a body. S is equal to ut plus half into a into t square. And what about the third equation? The third equation is given by, for example, body moving with a initial velocity u. Upon this body accelerated uniformly by an acceleration e. Now the distance traveled by a body is s. I want to calculate the final velocity of the body. The final velocity of the body. So derivation, I am not deriving all derivations. All derivations are not necessary. I know only first derivation I given. If I want to calculate, then v square minus u square value will be equal to how much? 2e into a into s. So this is the formula to calculate the final velocity. This is the equation which will give you the relation between initial velocity, final velocity, acceleration value, and the distance traveled value. Distance traveled value or displacement value. Please, you don't tell me what to teach and what to not teach. It is not as motion in a straight line. That is only. I know that everyone should get it up, and I'm not deriving all the derivations. I told you already the derivations you derived. Derivations now I'm not deriving. Okay, na? So what about Manjunath? Understood? Sorry, not Manjunath, Mallikarjun. And what about the second equation will give you? The second equation will give you the relation between initial velocity, acceleration, time and displacement. Acceleration and time and displacement. And especially you should come to know about fourth one. Fourth one because before you don't know. So that's why fourth one you should come to know. So what is fourth one? For example, body started the journey. Body started the journey and the body travels a distance. So for example, for the total 5 seconds, for 5 seconds, body travels a distance, some 10 meters. 10 meters, 5 seconds, within the time of 5 seconds, body travels a distance of 10 meters. Or otherwise, if I want a derivation, so derivation point of view, if I want to tell, so for example, a body travels a distance for the total n seconds. N seconds, the distance traveled by a body. See, all you only telling. One will tell slowly, one will tell fastly. All you only will tell. The body, for example, body travels. Distance traveled by a body. Body started from the rest. Initially at rest position. Are you getting up? What is the fourth equation? Second equation, solve an example problem based on the second equation. Example problem, what is the same model problem? So if I want to calculate the displacement value, for example, body moving with the initial velocity c, okay, slowly will go 5 meter per second. Acceleration value 2 meter per second square. Time taken value 2 seconds. Now what is the displacement of the body? I want to calculate S value how much? If I want to calculate S value, S is equal to ut plus half it square. U value is to 5, t value is to 2, plus half into a value is to 2, into t square value is to 2 square. Here 2 cancel. What will get the answer? 10. 2 cancel. 10 plus 4. So answer will be equal to how much? 14 meter per second. Only 14 meters. So this is the example for the second one. Similarly, I can derive for the third one, 40 meters per second, even third one also. So if I take, by using this third one, by using the second equation, I can calculate the displacement value. I can calculate the initial velocity value. Even I can calculate the acceleration values. So what about the fourth one? Fourth one, for example, if S1 is the distance traveled by a body. The distance traveled by a body for the n seconds. S1 is the distance traveled by a body. What is fourth equation will give you? The fourth equation will give you the distance traveled by a body in the last nth second of its journey. In the last nth second of its journey, what is the distance traveled by a body? The distance traveled by a body in the last nth second of its journey. So for example, I will give you the example. Now a body moving with the initial velocity. For example, body travels a distance of some 10 meters in 5 seconds. Now body covers a distance of some 2 meters in 50 seconds. In 50 seconds, body covers a distance of 2 meters. As you will come to know. You will come to know. Now that S1 will give you the total distance traveled in 10 seconds. That is S. S value will be equal to 10 meters. What is S? The total distance traveled for the 5 seconds. That will give you S. Will come to know. S is the total distance traveled for the total 5 seconds. And what is SN? SN andre, what is the distance traveled last 50 seconds? A 50 second distance traveled value will be given by SN. This value is called as SN. This is the difference between S value and SN value. S andre total distance traveled for the 10 seconds. Sorry, 5 seconds. And SN andre the distance traveled for the last 50 seconds. So this is the major difference between S value and SN value. Is it understood? What is S value and what is SN value? S means total distance traveled. For the 5 seconds, what is the total distance traveled value? Total distance traveled value. Total distance traveled. Total distance covered is S. And distance covered in. So what is the distance covered in last nth second or in the second second, 5th second of the journey. 5th second of the journey in the 5th second. In the 5th second, distance traveled value given by S5. Even I can write it as S5 also. S5 value will give you 2 meters. Going slowly only. So what is the value of S5? The S5 value will give you the 2 meters. Are you getting us, students? S5 value. So okay, for example, can I derive the derivation? Can I derive the derivation for Sn? Sn is equal to, so u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. Can I derive this? Okay, Nara? Now I will derive this. See, check it. Proof. For example, body moving along a straight line. Body moving with a uniform acceleration. Body moving with a uniform acceleration. Okay, Nara? And S1 is the body moving with a uniform acceleration. S1 is the distance traveled by the body. Yes. Once again, I will tell you. You should come to know what is the major difference between second one and the fourth one. Let body moving with a uniform acceleration. Body. So body moving with the initial velocity u subjected to uniform acceleration value. When it is subjected to uniform acceleration, let S1 is the distance traveled by the body. Distance covered by the body. Distance covered by the body, as it will be uploaded by the body in n seconds. In n seconds, what is the distance traveled by the body? I will call it as S1. And S2 is the distance traveled by the body. S2 is the distance covered by the body. Distance covered by the body in n plus 1 second. N plus 1 seconds. As recorded will be uploaded, you don't bother. Now, first I will consider for the n seconds, distance traveled value S1 started from the starting. So from the starting, distance traveled in n plus 1 second, distance traveled value I will call S2. So what is the value of S1? S1 value I will get. S1 is equal to general formula UT. T value will be n. U into n plus half into A into n square. This is S1 value. Substituting S, you can take n minus 1 also. No problem. N minus 1 or n plus 1. Your wish. Now next time what I am taking, S1 value is equal to U into n plus half into A into n square. Why? Because first time T1 value is equal to n and S1 value is equal to, I called initial velocity U, time is n. Substituting these values, T1 value is equal to n in the formula, S is equal to UT plus half into A into T square. When I write this, I got S1 value U into n plus half into A into n square. Understood? Can I call it as equation 1? Now, similarly, what is S2 value? S2 value given by U into n plus 1. Ut plus half A square. U into n plus 1 plus half into A into n plus 1 whole square. Understood? This is the value of S2. S2 is the distance traveled. For calculating S2, time taken value how much? So time taken theta value will be equal to n plus 1. Are you getting us, students? Now actually, for example, a body travels a distance in 5 seconds. In 5 seconds, body travels a distance of 10 meters. In 6 seconds, body travels a distance of 12 meters. You will come to know, students. 5 seconds, body travels a distance of 10 meters. 6 seconds, body travels a distance of 12 meters. What is the distance traveled by the body? Last 6 seconds. How can I calculate? So distance traveled by a body. You will come to know this. So distance traveled by the body in 6th second, last 6th second. 6th second distance traveled value given by 12 minus 10, which is given by how much? 2 meters. Which is given by 2 meters. Are you getting us, students? Now I want to calculate distance traveled by a body in n seconds. I called S1. Distance traveled by a body in n plus 1th second. I called Sn. Now how can I calculate? Can you tell me, Ram? Students, I written S1 value and I written Sn value. Here, do you know this? What is S1 value and what is S2 value? S1 means what? S2 means what? S1 is the distance traveled in n second, and S2 is the distance traveled in n plus 1 second. That's very good. How can I calculate? As it takes, though derivation not necessary, derivation not compulsory for you, but you will come to know. Wait. Now, what is the distance traveled by a body in last nth second of the journey? So distance traveled, distance covered in nth second of its motion. Distance covered by the body distance covered in nth second. Nth second distance traveled. How can I calculate? The distance traveled in nth second. So that is given by what? You don't bother. 100% you will come to know. Distance traveled in nth second. That is given by the formula Sn. So Sn will be given by, how can I calculate? S2 greater. S2 minus S1. Few members are telling S2 minus S1. S2 value I know. S2 value U into n plus 1 plus half into A into n plus 1 whole square. Wait, students. Minus U into n plus half into A into n square. So this is the value of S2 minus S1. By subtracting this S2 minus S1, finally after simplification, now I'm not deriving this, means simplification directly I'm writing. The final answer I will get S is equal to Sn value is equal to U plus A by 2 into 2n minus 1. Many will get confusion, I'm telling. Still those who completed second year also. So they many times will ask what is the difference between S1 value and Sn value. S means what? Sn means what? Sn is nothing but simple problem. Not much complicated. Just what is the distance traveled in last second of journey. For the total journey, first time 5 seconds. For the 5 seconds, body travels a distance of 10 meters. I given this example. And if the total journey is for 6 seconds, for the 6 seconds, body travels a distance of 12 meters. 5 seconds, ಎಷ್ಟು distance cover ಮಾಡಿದೆ 10 meters. For 6 seconds, what is the distance traveled? 12 meters. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ? So first second, second like that when I consider first second, second, third second, fourth second, like 5 seconds when I consider distance traveled value is 10 meters. If I call 10 meters is S1, and what is the distance traveled for the 6 seconds? The distance value I am calling it as S2. S2 value will be equal to 12 meters. Correct, Ara? Few members are getting the point. S2 value 12 meters. Now what is the distance traveled? 0 to 5 seconds 10 meters. 0 to 6 seconds 12 meters. None go. So 5 to 6 seconds. What is the distance traveled in 60 seconds? So distance traveled in 60 seconds, how can I calculate? Although distance covered in 60 seconds of its journey. Distance covered in 60 seconds of its journey. So the distance value, how can I calculate? That value will be given by subtraction only. So that has subtraction value given by S2 minus S1. Very good. S2 minus S1 value given by, so 12 minus 10. 12 minus 10 value 2 meter per second. Understood, Ara? Now the same problem, the derivation also I derived by the same method. First what I did, so I calculated the distance traveled for the n seconds. For the first n second distance traveled value S1. For the first n second distance traveled value S1. Okay, Nara? For the n plus 1 second distance traveled value S2. For n plus 1 second distance traveled value S2. Then what is the distance traveled in n plus 1th second, nth second? How can I calculate the distance covered in nth second of its journey? The distance covered in nth second of its journey. Nth second of the journey, distance traveled value given by S2 minus S1. By subtracting this only will get Sn. Now derivation not necessary. Just you should come to know that formula. Sn value will be equal to, so U plus A by 2 into 2n minus 1. Okay, now students, if you want, you take the screenshot for this derivation. Derivations are not necessary for you. Just you should come to know. A body travels a distance S1 in the n second of the journey. Distance traveled by the body is S2 in n plus 1 second of the journey. So what is S1 value? Substituting n, t is equal to 1, n. In the S is equal to ut plus half a t square formula. Then I will get S1 value u into n plus half into a into n square. The second time I return t2 value n plus 1. Then I return s2 value u into n plus 1 plus half into a into n plus 1 whole square. I want to calculate what is the distance traveled by a body in the last nth second of the journey. The distance traveled by the body in the last nth second of the journey given by S2 minus S1. That S2 minus S1 value after total simplification u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. Is it understood? That is the distance traveled by the body in the last nth second of its journey. Distance traveled by a body in the last nth second of its journey. So you want screenshot? So today starting of the class, once you can make the screenshot. So today class I started with a uniformly accelerated motion. SI unit is what? Meter only. This uniformly accelerated motion. This uniformly retarded motion. Non-uniformly accelerated motion. Kinematic equation for uniformly accelerated motion. Kinematic equation for uniformly accelerated motion. And these equations, take the screenshot. Yes, this will be uploaded in YouTube. Uploading, you can see this video. Now, so difference between the second equation and fourth equation, understood, Anna? Second one and fourth one difference, okay na? Second one will give you the total distance traveled for the total time of journey t. Fourth one will give you total distance traveled for the last second of the journey. Last second of the journey means Sn. Sn value formula u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. Okay na? Yes. You can also write when you take a time n second and n minus 1 second, then Sn can be also written Sn minus 1. These equations are related to yes. These equations are applicable only for the uniformly accelerated motion. These are applicable only for uniformly accelerated motion. What is n? N is the time only. N is the time for the last nth second of the journey. Time only. N value nothing but the time only. Screenshots are over. Screenshot have you taken? N time. What is n means? 50 second, 60 second. Still we'll see some more numericals based on these equations in tomorrow, in next class. Within one more class, yes, you can leave. Screenshots are over means you can leave. Okay, Nara? Okay then. Closing the class. So I will upload it. So you can leave from the class. When I wonderful